Victim of Love. That's Erasure. Oh no, can't do it that way when you push the wrong button. Yeah, Dan RadioStyle, hello. And that was Erasure doing Victim of Love. Yeah, live-ish, right? I could restart this, but what's the fun? Because I literally just had camera problems anyway, so I'm really happy that it's still rolling. That's fantabulous. All right, mistakes we make in relationships, right? So I covered some quick ones. I'm going to try to go through these quick because you know me, right, everybody? Come on now. So I've got them kind of broken down into mistakes women make. I'm going to start there because most of my audience is women, so you guys can check out if you want. But then I follow up with really some for guys, right? And I do have a slightly awesome growing male population that's starting to kind of balance out this wonderful community that we've got. So thank you for everybody. But certainly it's nice to have a balance. I like it because, frankly, we can bounce off each other, right? When we've got a little bit of a combination going on, we can get a little bit of that, hey, what do women say? Hey, what do guys say, right? So we can kind of work that out. It's pretty awesome. So mistakes we make in relationships. One thing for sure with guys especially, and I can totally relate to this, is like something with me specifically, not respecting our personal space. And what that means is... when I'm having a hard time, right? One thing that's really important with men is I think when we are having our moments, right? When it's tough, when we're emotionally overwhelmed, when things are tough, we are very selective about who we let see us being vulnerable like that, right? Because that's really our weakest, and we're not proud of ourselves by any means, and it's generally like one of our lowest moments. So we're very vulnerable at that moment. We're not real happy. And sometimes there's this like incessant need to want to talk about things. And guys don't really enjoy talking about things. We kind of bring it internally. We try to work through it, try to make sense of it ourselves. And then once that happens, we'll either maybe want to talk about it or it's dealt with and fixed. And we're fine and moving on, right? But we don't want to just talking about stuff. That's not something a guy wants to do. Now, it might be on the other side, I know, but that's not, when it's dealing with men and relationships, not the best way to handle us. We're really simple creatures, we truly are, but we have our little moments where it's like, come on, don't treat us like you. We're not your girlfriend, right? We're your man. We're the dude in your life. Not having your own life, that's one thing that's really annoying too, right? When everything's all about me as the guy, like, and you're the girl, right? It's very challenging. We don't want that. We want a little more of a balanced life. Bring something kind of back to the plate. We don't want you to forget your friends, your interests, and all that stuff. We don't want to just become everything that matters to you. That certainly puts a lot of pressure on things. Being passive-aggressive, kind of a tough one. You know, generally speaking, guys, pretty straightforward, right? You know, if you tell us that nothing's wrong, a lot of times we don't assume you're lying to us or there's some underhanded, like, you need to understand me. I appreciate that. I'm a weird version of a guy, but for most guys, man, that's like kind of, we don't get it. Doesn't make a lot of sense to us, right? So you got all these like feelings going on underneath and you just want us to know and you think we should know. And there's some weird magical formula going on inside your head. We don't know what it is. So try to be a little more honest with us about things that are bothering you, and it will give us a great deal more of a chance to kind of deal with it. Like, we want the relationship to work, right? We don't want all this like freaky mystery. Nagging's another one. Like, so no guy is perfect, and nobody in that, for that matter, is perfect. But there's also that issue where there's no guy that can possibly do every single thing that you either need or want or think he should be doing. And constantly pointing out things that he needs to do, it becomes painful to a degree. It becomes unhealthy for sure. And it definitely will push a guy away. Guys don't like that. We don't want to constantly be told what to do. That's not something we're looking for in a relationship with our specific person, right? Like, we've already got enough demands we feel in our life. Having a bunch extra added, or someone that's now suddenly not happy with the choices I'm making about them, well, that kind of makes it tough. Not appreciating them. Another thing that we sometimes often do is we don't necessarily appreciate what he's trying to do for us. Now, there's obviously always, with all of these things I'm talking about, there's always exceptions to the rule. We're talking about the generalities here, and generalities are good because a lot of us will frequently fall into these generalities, but stop trying to look at all the things he's not doing and give him some credit for the things he is doing, right? The guy's hopefully trying. I'm going to give him credit because in this story, men are actually nice. But he's trying. Give him credit for what he is doing, and then find kind of positive ways to be like, but I love it too when you're able to do this. But I get it, you were busy today or whatever. Like, even if you got to throw that little back slap at the end, like, I know you were busy, right? Like, but if not, try to reinforce it with, I love when you do this, because for guys, we actually, and believe it or not, we love making you ladies happy. We love it. It's seriously, I think it's genetically in us somewhere. Some of us have disturbed ways of maybe expressing it, granted, but we do truly love doing that. So that's worth keeping in mind. Oh, there goes that. I hope there's nothing on that paper. Oh gosh, trying to change us. If we're not okay, by the way we are, why'd you get, why, like, don't try to fix us. We don't want to be fixed. I mean, we might let you try, and then you just mess us up, and then you don't want us anymore, right? Like, but again, this is a pattern that happens frequently. Trying to fix the guy. Something's wrong with him. Oh no, gotta fix him. Make sure that everybody sees that he's no longer damaged or broken the way he once was. So again, trying to not do these kinds of behaviors is preferable, right? I'm just saying. One thing that's kind of important, and this goes both ways, by the way. Here's a good crossover one, even though I don't think this is listed on the other side. Trying to love them in a way that they feel love, that they want. So a lot of us are different how we want love shown to us. One thing I saw that's funny, and it's like, I picked this up too, or it's just inherent in all guys, or I don't know, but like my mom and dad, like my mom would rub the back of my dad's neck when we were driving, like when he, and like, how freaking rad is that? And like the times in my life where I've had someone do that, it's unreal. Oh my God. And I'm like purring, right? There's no way there's a guarantee that shows to her. Like, there's no question that any woman that's ever done that to me is just like, oh yeah, this guy digs that, right? I'm like practically doing the leg thing like a dog, right? So again, trying to demonstrate how you love, I'm sorry, let me say this a different way. Trying to show somebody that you love them in a way that they want is like an extra level of love, right? You already love them, right? I love this person so much. Taking it to the actual level of real love is like, but he typically wants it to be shown this way, not in unhealthy ways, but like, like he loves having his neck rubbed or whatever the case is. Like, he loves when I have the food ready right shortly after sports line or whatever, right? I don't know. Like, he knows it's 6:15, the show's over, and he doesn't care. And if the food's ready right then, it's like, oh my God, honey, you made it ready. So, cause I watched this stupid show or whatever the hell, right? Just the fact that you pay attention to something that matters to him is huge. And dudes, come on, the ladies, pay attention to what they like. A bouquet of flowers. Maybe they go, oh my God, and they put them in the vase and they get them all fluffed down. And seriously, they love that crud. If that's how they're reacting. Some ladies are like, that's a waste of money. Don't buy me flowers. Then yeah, don't buy her flowers. If she's telling you that, there's probably some other very cool thing you could do. But again, there's certain things that they just react. And you've got to express that reaction. One, if you're enjoying something, give the other a key. Like, let them know, right? Help them out. Throw them a bone, as they might say. And then on the other side, pay attention, man. If they're like acting cool and now all of a sudden all you need to do is bring home a friggin' Hershey bar and they're like, oh, I love you because I needed chocolate today because it was so stressful, right? Like, boom, dude, for whatever the hell the chocolate bar costs now, $3. I don't even know what the hell. It's probably $1,000 the way inflation is. But again, same thing. Just pay attention to what's going on. And then I guess really the last one on the ladies' side, going too fast. Ladies, those last times I had those pains in my stomach, it was, anyway, you ladies are such emotional creatures. And us guys, yeah, not so much. We're very compartmentalized. We're very like, ooh, grunt, smelly, right? Like, very simple, very, very simple. That's not an insult to men. It's just how we are. We're simple. There's nothing wrong with being simple. I hope you ladies understand it. Being complex is as great and wonderful as whatever the heck. There's nothing wrong with being simple. It's great, right? So don't go too fast. You get emotionally kind of into it and you got all this story and all this stuff and we're like riding up on the white stallion, right? And you're like, oh my God. And the dude's not quite there yet. Not quite there's a few other pieces that tend to kind of happen as far as the way our minds and hearts roll, right? So give the guy a little bit longer, kind of hang back a hair and just sort of be cool and all that stuff, right? Put your best foot forward and just be, try to do all these other things right. And bam, once you got him, you got him. When a guy falls, he falls hard. He falls a long time typically, right? Just stereotypically. But there you go. All right, ladies. So if you want to check out, now's the time to go. But I got some of the guy stuff here. Guys, thank you for hanging on. Ladies first. You know the rules. Come on. Don't act like that. Don't be like that. Okay, this one's kind of tough to state. But basically, the easy answer, the easy short one is be her rock. Be her presence. Like, every time we get nervous or fearful or like, oh, is she not going to be okay? Dude, be stern. Take control. Grab the reins and drive the horse. This literally, women like it. It's that sense of security. It's that sense of he's got my back. He's got me covered. Let me, I'm safe with this guy. So take the reins, man. Don't let them, they may want to run the show for a period of time and, maybe that's a balance you have to work in and out, but for the most part, they don't, and they won't respect you in the long run if that's the direction you're going. Here's another one that really is frustrating to ladies as a guy, right? Because most guys, and I'll include myself, I am fascinated. Again, I've studied you ladies, and you fascinate me beyond belief, but you're still a mystery. You're a mystery. Here's the thing. I've gotten a few of you to talk to me candidly. Guys, this is a little, don't listen for a second, because ladies, it's just between you and I. I just want you to know, I know the secret, anyway. Talked to a few of you ladies that have actually admitted to me that even you guys don't know what the heck's going on sometimes. Even you're a little confused about all this emotional stuff. Huh? All right, guys, you can come back into this now. So you don't want to talk about how you don't understand women. Oh, you ladies are, you're crazy with all your emotions. Don't talk like that. First off, don't, and I hope this sounds okay, but don't be like saying, is it that time of the month? Oh my God, don't ask that question. Even if you know you're about 99% sure that you're right, don't ask that question. Just don't. It's like asking when someone's due. Just don't ask it. If you're not 100% sure because the little belly button's already popped out, they got that little turkey timer in the ladies, right? And that little belly button, and they got the little, and it pops out when the baby's getting close. That's when it's ready. Anyway, that's my understanding of the belly button timer on a lady. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I didn't teach that in biology. Whatever. If you don't understand them, don't be complaining about it and all that. They don't like to hear that. They don't understand themselves sometimes, man. They just don't. It's a crazy, all this emotion and stuff. We're very compartmentalized. Fix this and fix this and fix. They're fixing 40 things at once, 50 things at once. Maybe not awesomely, and this isn't a stab, but they're working on them all simultaneously. It's not like they're all getting fixed simultaneously. But again, it's weird. We can't relate. Don't try. All right. Making other things more important than her. This is huge, guys. Guys, this is huge. Your friends. I mean, it's one thing to have a balance in life. Always, okay? Keep that in mind. Balance in life, definitely good. Always. Always, always. Balance in life, always good. Pretty much probably in every topic I ever talk about. Balance in life, I will be like, no, yeah, that's a good idea. You should have a balance in life. In the case of more important than her, that's like, you've been having fellas nights a lot lately. Regardless of, maybe if you got something special going on, maybe it's like, your team's in the Super Bowl, or your team's, well, even something worse like Major League Baseball or Lakers. I'm sorry, not Lakers. I'm going to a game coming up. Basketball. Like any of the sports where you've got like mini games in the finals, like up to 7 possibly, right? These, like when your team's in it and your lady's like, dude, you've been hanging out every night. Like, try to be understanding of that. Try to make sure she gets that, like, this is a special, unique thing, and you'll make it up to her after something special, maybe a date night, whatever the case is. But you certainly can't make everything else more important than her. When that starts to happen, problems are going to form, trust me, at home. And it's not going to be worth it to you. So try to keep that balanced. Try to make sure you're open and honest with them. Try to make sure you're not getting yourself to a place because you haven't talked to her about things that have bothered you or whatever. But try to get yourself to a place where you guys are very open and honest, and you're like, honey, I just want you to understand that, blah-de-blahs are going to be in the such-and-such finals coming up. I hope it's cool, but like you want to come with, of course, right? Always try to do the invite, So again, play the game the right way. Don't be kind of that, like this next one. Don't be oblivious to her feelings. That seriously is the next one, number 5. Don't be oblivious to her feelings right there. It is so important to understand that they are feeling creatures. They are emotional creatures. There's a lot going on with them. Don't just be like, duh, like, why aren't you like a dude? Well, that's what your dude friends are like. That's what your friends are for. That's what your mates are for a lot of you guys that talk really cool, right? That's what that's all about. Your lady's not that. Your girl's not that. She's special. And, by the way, to go back to one of the other things, she's actually probably that one person, maybe your mom too, right, that you can be vulnerable around. How cool is that, right? When they finally love you enough and you can totally just, honey, this was tough today, right? And they love you, and that's cool. And they have a little pat you on the back, and then you can step back up and grab yourself in the you-know-where and just be like, all right, I'm the man again. Let's do this, right? Let's not, but yeah, don't be ignoring her feelings, man. Her feelings matter a lot. Listen to them. You can't fix all of her stuff. Don't try. Most guys, women, when they want to talk to us, right? And you're like, all right, no, yeah, I understand so-and-so's being, well, what you should do, right? Or if you ever find yourself saying that to your girlfriend after she's telling you something from the heart, well, what you should do is, or here's what you should do, or here's the way you should solve that, or here's what I'd do. Stop. Grab your tongue, twist it like all the way around in a circle. And the only reason I say to do that is that should keep you from talking further. So like a 360 twist on the tongue. Just brah! And you shouldn't be able to say any more words after that because you're not there to fix it. You're there to listen. Try really hard to do that. Try really hard to be like that. Listen for her. Be there for her. She needs to almost just hear all the stuff that she's feeling because it doesn't make any sense to her, right? So once it comes out in words, she's like, oh my God. And there's a lot of words because there's a lot of feelings, right? They use more words. That's cool. That's just the way it is, right? So she's going to say a lot of words because she's got a lot of things going on inside of her. Listen. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Joe, I can't believe they did that, right? Just go with it. It's great. And you will be the awesomest man. She'll brag about you to her other girlfriends, and they will be jealous. I'm just saying, be the kind of guy. And here's another one. Don't be too wishy-washy, right? Don't make her feel unsafe. Basically, grow a pair. That's kind of how I say it. But, be the kind of man that can really look out what's best for both of you. If you've got a kid together, step up to the plate. Do what you got to do. Get the second job, whatever you got to do. If you need to provide for a family or want to provide for a family, what are you doing career-wise now? What can you do? What should you be pushing for? Do you have a plan when she talks to you? Do you have a plan? Can you go, this is what I'm doing. Here's my 1.5 year. Here's my 5 year. Here's my 10-year plan. Here's where I'm going with my life. And here's where I'm going to be. And boom. And bam, she's going to want you like nobody's business. Be sure of where you're going. Be sure of who you are. Be sure of what you are. But do it. Grow a pair. Step up to the plate and do what you're here to do. It's not just about the fun. It's about the long term. It's about the relationship. It's about the friendship, about the joy. It's good stuff. Oh, it's awesome stuff, actually. All right. You don't see the value in what she brings to you. This is a huge one. Women are worth so much, way more than their weight in gold for sure. That's right, ladies, and that's even if you put on a couple pounds. Just saying. You're worth even more than that, no matter what. But a lot of the guys, right, we feel like, well, bringing all the money to the table, making this happen, here it is. I'm just going to throw up my feet and drink my, my beer. No. You need to come home, you need to help out too. Odds are there's a whole lot of things going on. Just be a part of the whole family. Be a part of everything. Be a part of, it's like at work, for us workers, right? Know all the different areas. Know how to do them all. Demonstrate that you can do them all. You know how your employees like look at you and they're like, dude, this guy like just rolled up his sleeves and just got into the printing press and actually, or just got into the steamer, or just got into the, I don't know, the widget magician magic maker thing. Yeah. No, they're all over the place. Everyone's got one of those. Yeah. Again, try really hard to understand there's a larger world going on when you're in a relationship with someone, and try to build it from that. It really helps when you're a pair, when you're really working together. Makes an enormous difference. All right. This one's the last one. Woo! And also one of the most important ones. It is know what you want in life. Don't be so wishy-washy in life that you don't actually know. That's awesome. That you don't actually know where you're going, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Have a plan. They don't like it when we're just, I don't know. I was thinking I'd probably get a paper route. And then, I heard you can sell rubber bands. I got this guy I know. He sells rubber bands, and they're huge. They're huge. All people are using them. I don't know if you've heard, right? Again, have a plan. Have something that's useful. Have something that makes you look like, wow, this guy's going to be a good dad. He's going to be a provider. He's going to be, because that's kind of part of our mechanism. It's what we're here for, right? It's part of it. They're also here to be ladies and wonderful and, all that, but don't, our side of this. So try to make sure you aren't just, stumbling around in life and I don't know why women don't like me. Actually, probably, I don't know why women don't like me. It'd probably be more in that sort of voice rather than the other one. But, I digress. That's what happens here. It's Dan Radio Style. Hope you guys are digging. I'm going to be going out with a great song from One Direction. It's called Story of My Life. Story of my